We are so excited to share that we are partnering with Airbnb. And if you know anything about our lives, you know that we are constantly on the move.
I remember this one trip to Atlanta, girl, we booked Airbnb and it changed the game.
ATL!
Yes, it was incredible. The home was nicely furnished and it was perfect because we had all this extra space for all the things that a drag queen be needing.
I love chatting with the host, getting that authentic local perspective on where to go, and it just feels like a lived-in experience rather than a revolving door. Booking stays with Airbnb has changed the way that we travel.
Are you sick or something, Monét?
I'm not sick, but you got nerve to talk about my sniffling when you literally, you still sniffle on our podcast every episode. The other day, Land had to send a thing about how much she's had to edit your sniffles out.
I have a deviated septum.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I have a deviated septum.
Then get it fixed. You have money. You have health insurance.
You're just sick and spreading sickness across
I'm not sick.
LA. Well, why are you?
Because I just did a bump of cocaine. I just did a bump of cocaine right to start the podcast. So I have energy for you.
You keep keying, but I believe you.
You know I don't do no damn cocaine.
I've seen you do cocaine.
Okay. Well,
so if we call Tina Burner right now and ask her if she offered you a bump of cocaine in the bathroom, you're gonna say that didn't happen.
Correct, because you don't do no damn cocaine.
Tina Burner never offered you a bump of cocaine in the bathroom.
That was not Tina Burner. You already got the story wrong.
Sorry, Pussy Couture never offered you a bump of cocaine.
now all of a sudden you remember. She did offer me, but I didn't do it.
But she put it up to your nose, and what did you do?
I told this over the podcast. It was after the Glam Awards 2014. I was in a bathroom. I was on the second floor of the Ritz, and it was me and a bunch of like the popular nightlife girls. And I was like, oh my God, I'm with the nightlife girls. I just started my drag career. I'm like, this is cool. And then they're like, girl, come to the bathroom with us. Back then, I did not know what going to the bathroom meant. I was like, oh, we're going to have drinks. We're going to the bathroom. We're going to talk about our deepest insecurities. I don't know what was going on. So we all go to the bathroom.
Sure.
And then they stand around. Because you know the bathroom on the second floor of the Ritz was big.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You said that drool just jumped.
But when I said you drooled, I was crazy.
Anyway, so we're all in the bathroom. It was like 6 of us standing in a circle. I'm like, hey guys. Like, how's everyone doing? Then I forget who pulls out the baggie. I think it was Pussy Couture. She pulls out the baggie, and then a key, and someone pulled out a key. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. I was like, this is the drug. I'm officially a cool girl. They invited me to do drugs in the bathroom.
Oh my God, I cannot. I hate this story.
So then they're all going around, dipping the key in, taking a sniff, going around, and it gets to me. And I was like, well, I don't want to do it, but I don't want to look like I'm like, like whack. I'm like, what, boring. So I take a key, a big ass bump too. I don't know how big or small to go. But I
took a ladle.
I was like, sky's the limit. I took a big bump, and instead of snorting in like inhaling, I exhaled, and then the powder went everywhere. And then the girl was like, girl, what is wrong with you? And I was like, girl, I'm just so drunk, girl. I'm just so drunk. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Well, you probably were drunk, knowing how you used to be at the club. That part's probably true.
I probably was a little tipsy.
You used to get twisted.
And then I took a yellow cab home.
Oh my God, the yellow. I think I saw a yellow cab the other day. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh no, they still have them a lot in the city.
I know, I gagged. But y'all don't remember back in my day, most of the cars were yellow cabs. It was like the streets were yellow.
Yeah. Do you miss that? Do you miss the yellow cabs?
No, the yellow cabs were horrible. God, they were horrible.
Like here, man. Yeah, because they don't stop for you. Uber's like a guaranteed stop.
I have to watch ads in the back seat or press that little mute button. Also, sometimes the seats would just be like one big plastic bucket seat, like no fabric, just like a plastic, easy to clean if someone vomits or pisses or shits themselves, bucket seat in the back. I've had those a few times, not often, but I've had it a few times. And I just did not like yellow cabs. I would feel really nice when a yellow cab SUV would pull up, like a Toyota RAV4.
Or the Highlander.
Or the Honda CRV.
Or the Honda CRV.
But I mean, I hate that industry is gone, but I do prefer to be in an Uber. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I wonder how it's really. Oh my God, how is it living under Zoran's rule?
It's great. The buses are free. We're a communist city now. No one pays
Wait, the
for
buses
anything.
are free for real already?
I don't know. I didn't take buses when I lived here. I'm scared of the buses because the thing about a bus is a bus will just turn. You will think you're going south, and then you are going east, and you're like, "Whoa, whoa!"
Well, maybe you look up the route before you get on the bus, Bob. Maybe that's the
But
thing
the
you can do.
route on the bus is not like the train route is clear. Even when it deviates, it shows it that it goes a little bit left. But the bus routes is just the route is just a straight line. It has the whole thing on it, and you have to just know when it's turning. So to be on a bus that has just the only bus I would ever take was the crosstown 96th Street bus. I would take the 90th because that's the only way to get across the park unless you walk or I mean, well, how's the? I mean, there's probably I think there's one at 86 too, but the 96th Street crosstown bus or maybe the 86th Street. I haven't taken it so long.
It's on 86th Street.
Yeah, the 86th Street crosstown bus that goes to the park. I would take that bus a lot because how else am I supposed to get to the east side? Obviously.
Bitch, you acting like you acting like you're in the movie Speed. The bus is just going and you can't get off the bus.
That's what it feels like when the bus takes a sharp fucking left out of nowhere. Like, girl, I want you to just go up and down. Just go left to right. Don't be bobbing and weaving through traffic. Just go in the direction I need you to go so I don't get confused.
I want to say, where you are confusion. You be on a bus giving fucking higgly piggly, just confused as hell. I don't know what the fuck you doing.
You don't even know what higgledy-piggledy means.
What, confusion? Ain't you
I
confused?
actually, you know how I learned the term higgledy-piggledy? What's his name from what's that show?
Jared Bloom.
No, British guy. He was I probably shouldn't say this, but he has a big penis.
Ooh, British guy? Who?
He was on our tour, girl. He's in our vlog. He's in that vlog I did.
Jimmy.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, and he in the vlog, he like I was like, you remember in the I don't know if you remember because you probably don't watch my vlogs, but bobbing around UK version, he wiggles his dick at the camera.
I mean, I watched the vlog. I don't remember that. It was also that was so long ago. That was like
we're backstage. We're wearing our Dream Girls outfits.
Oh my God.
By the way, where is mine? Give me that outfit.
No.
But you're never gonna wear it again, and also you're constantly threatening to throw our things away.
Not constantly threatening to throw away.
Yes, you are. You are literally. I was like, I'm gonna throw this away. I'm gonna throw this away. I'm gonna throw this away.
No, I'm not gonna throw it away. And I pay. Why would I pay? Why would I give you something I paid? I paid for that dress, bitch.
Because you're gonna throw it away, and so I feel like if you and I have something that we got together, like a matching version, if you're gonna throw it away, you should either offer to sell it to me or give it to me. But don't put it in the trash, which is your
No.
if you ever find out where Monét lives, go search through the trash. You'll find couture garments. Because apparently Monét don't care about money. Money is nothing to her. Not an object.
Okay, this thing that you try to pretend like I'm just so affluent is not a real thing. I'm
So
not
broke.
I did not say I'm broke, but can you after all the ginger minge drama and our cantankerous relationship.
Ginger minge.
I said ginger minge.
Jay, run it back.
After all the ginger minge drama,
And now we're back.
Our cantankerous relationship. Can you admit that you have perpetuated these lies about me being growing up this rich kid? Can you?
I genuinely believe that you grew up wealthy, and I'm not even kidding.
Bob, why would you think I grew up wealthy?
I'm gonna lay. Oh, okay. I think my next video will be. I think I'm actually gonna do an expose, a Bob expose, Bob A expose on how wealthy you grew up, because you did grow up wealthy.
I did not grow up wealthy.
This is why I think you grew up wealthy. I will never go to the fact that your family owns a house in New York City, a house, not an apartment.
Kamika owns a house in New York City too.
Do what?
Kamika's family owns a house in New York City. Is Kamika wealthy?
Yeah, wealthy people hang out with wealthy people. You think Monét's like, this is literally you saying everyone has a house. Everyone has a housekeeper. All your friends have housekeepers. Everyone owns a house in New York City. Monét, owning a house, and I Googled homes in your neighborhood, they're very pricey. Very pricey.
Why are you Googling homes in my neighborhood? You're such a weirdo.
That's not weird. All I did was go through Zillow and type in your neighborhood and look at how much a house costs. Let me tell you right now, if y'all sold that house, you'd be good. Let's just say, a few people could not work for at least a year.
In that same house, 5 of us lived there. My grandmother and I shared a bedroom. My grandmother and I slept in the same bedroom from 5th grade to 7th grade. When I was 7th grade, she was like, "All right, I'm gonna sleep on." My grandma slept on the floor of my bedroom from 7th grade to
Because now
12th.
you're saying 5th to 7th grade, but in your video, Ginger Min, you said like up until 12th grade. So which one is that?
Okay, we slept in the same bedroom. Like we slept in the
I just
same
want to be clear
bedroom.
because
Hold
your
on, we
story's
slept in the
changing.
same bedroom
Oh,
from 5 to 12, but we literally slept in the same bed, like shared a full-size bed in
Oh.
4th and 6th grade. 7th grade, she was like, "I'm gonna sleep on the floor." I'm a grown-up man. Not a man, a grown boy. So my grandmother slept on the floor of my bedroom for
You
7,
made
8,
your
9.
grandmother sleep on the floor?
She would not sleep on the bed. She's like, "No, Kevin, you sleep on the bed." She was like, "I'm gonna sleep on the floor."
Well, you could have went to sleep before her and just let her sleep in the bed.
It was just what the
Is
thing
your
was.
grandma a big lady, a little lady?
You met my grandmother.
Yeah, pick her ass up, put her in the bed. You grown. You strong.
Anyway, and so
That-
is
That's
it
that's other rich kid behavior. Grandmother, you sleep on the floor, but I am the crown prince of Saint Lucia. Oh dear grandmother, you deserve to sleep on the floor. Of course, I'm the heir to the Berton throne. And also, you having allowance. That when I say that blew my mind. Daily allowance, y'all, not
Yeah,
weekly, daily.
because and I told you that allowance had to get me lunch, breakfast and lunch from school and an after school snack.
You didn't get free school lunch?
No. No, that's not because I went to
But us brokies have free school
the
lunch.
performing arts school was different. Like your qualifications for because you're already getting subsidized like your whatever like
Are you trying to tell me right now that art schools in New York don't give free lunches
no, they have free lunch, but it depends on
for the broke kids?
it depends on what the government's already paying for you. So for example, if you lived in a neighborhood, you got to go to the school for free. If you're coming from Brooklyn, like myself, you're part of the government, whatever, they're paying for you to go to the school. So you get like half lunch. You don't get completely free.
So you got reduced lunch.
I got reduced lunch.
How much was it?
I don't know, maybe like 75 cents or $1 a meal.
Something they adding up. I need to call Kamika. I need to get Kamika in here.
Okay.
What game consoles did you have growing up?
I had a PlayStation 2.
Hey. Look at this one here.
What game console do you have growing up?
I had a Sega Saturn.
Oh, all of them. Just keep on listing.
I want to be clear. I this is from when I was like 5 until I graduated high school. I had a Super Nintendo, and then I had a Sega, and then I had a Sega Saturn, and then I had a PlayStation.
Okay, so and also you were born so long before me. That makes sense.
I was born 4 years before you.
That's a long time.
And then I had a PlayStation 2 that I took to college with me, and then it got
Okay, see, here
stolen.
you go. There you go. Weasel
My
words.
aunt
A
bought the
PlayStation 2
PlayStation 2.
that you took to college. So what? It just materialized in college. You got it when you were in high school. You
I
took it
got
to
it when I was in
college.
high school. Oh, baby, I need this in my bag.
Who
Tyler
is
wants
that?
a pillow to warm his legs.
My laptop's cold.
Duh. This is another rich one. Tyler Banks, like he wasn't rich growing up too.
Oh
Tyler
my
grew up
God.
rich. Jacob
Oh,
grew up. All
wait.
y'all rich.
Can you show Cody's haircut to the viewers?
I don't know where he's at.
He doesn't have the haircut.
Oh, he doesn't. Cody.
He's in the room.
Oh. Well, Cody's coming in a way. But one day I'm gonna do a full documentary. Also, I did a video on YouTube where they were asking us to name the flamingo in my studio, and the top vote is that her name is Julieta.
Why y'all naming
I said I'd name it whatever the people name it. Cody.
Why y'all naming the thing Julieta?
That's what I said. Whatever the top vote is. Cody wears a cone because he bites his dick a lot.
So he has to wear the cone forever?
Just until he stops biting his dick.
No,
He's been wearing the cone since I met Cody.
Yeah, he wears a cone whenever he's
he's a little dick chewer.
But what's wrong with biting your own penis?
Well, his dick is covered in like bites and bruises. Cody, that's you.
Oh, yeah. Well, do animals know what they're looking at?
I don't
Does
know.
he think? Does he think this is another dog, or does he think?
No, I think if he thought it was another dog, he'd try to interact with it.
So what? So what does he think he's looking at?
Bitch, I don't fucking know what Cody thinks he's looking at. Maybe this is the picture. I think also he realized he can't smell. I think like he can't use any of his senses besides sight. So I think like when you see a dog, although I've seen like videos of like animals in the wilds, and they come across a mirror and they go fucking crazy. Have you seen this video?
I think a mirror is different than like a computer screen or like a phone screen, because when you're looking at a computer or phone, it like changes the size, but a mirror is perfectly in scale. So I think they're more likely to think a mirror is real than looking at like a tiny box on like a phone or computer.
Because I mean, because when Colleen was a kitten, she would see a mirror and she would like that big mirror's had my hallway and she'd go crazy. But now as an adult, she sees a mirror, she's like,
Maybe she's just sick of that cat. She's like, this cat will not leave. It never leaves this area. Fuck this cat. I don't know what her problem is. She's kind of sexy. She's a good looking cat. That being said, I want to talk about our actual topic today.
What did you think words were?
Oh, we have the same word, you Katie Queen. It was higgledy piggledy.
Oh, I was like, I did not hear Bob's, but well, I got mine done.
I said mine. I said higgledy piggledy like 3 times.
No, but you not after I said it. You said.
It's not a race to say it.
But if in the context of this game, I think I win because I got it out first.
I won. Like the win is who clocks the other person's word, and your word was higgledy piggledy. I clocked it.
No, you didn't. You just said it until Jacob said it.
No, I said higgledy piggledy after you said it, and then I clocked it. You said Jacob said what was the other word, and your word was higgledy piggledy.
And I knew yours was higgledy piggledy too.
You did not.
Yes, I do.
No, I'm gonna. Chat, you let me know. But I did learn that word from Jamie.
You love the chat now.
Jamie taught me. Let's ask the audience. Jamie did teach me higgledy piggledy though.
Yeah, Jamie's hot.
We didn't invite the patrons, whatever. Here's something that I want to talk about. Last night, I watched all 3 episodes. Was it all in one night? Or did we watch one before?
I watched them all. I watched all of them yesterday too.
Well, it's only 3 episodes. So 3. If you have 3 hours of your life, you can sit down and watch Reality Check, which is the documentary about America's Next Top Model. I want to hear your thoughts. If I knew we were going to talk about it on the pod, I would have taken copious notes.
Same, I would have too. I wonder if this is a series. Is going to be Reality Check, blah blah blah. Or is just Reality Check and TM? It's just one capsule thing.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they do Reality Check on RuPaul's Drag Race?
I literally I threaded that yesterday. I was like, y'all gonna gag when they do Reality Check on RuPaul's Drag Race.
What are they gonna say though? There's not really like any drama like that in like no one was hyperventilating. No one was. Yeah, I mean, no girls are fainting. Has anyone ever fainted on Drag Race?
Girls have peed on stage. I'm one of 5.
Just fainted this season.
What'd you say, Jacob?
Briar Blush fainted this season.
Oh yeah, Briar Blush did faint this season.
5 of us have had to urinate on stage for fear.
I want to be clear. You could have I'm not saying okay. Let me approach this with some level of decorum. You could have left. Like when I had to pee, I just said I'm going to go pee. They were telling me I couldn't. I was like, "What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tackle me?" I'm going to. Actually, what I did was I threatened to piss in the trash can in the workroom. That's what I did. They were like, "We need to go to the main stage right now." I said, "I have to pee," and they said, "We don't have time for you to pee. You have to go to the main stage right now." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to piss in this trash can." So I started taking my clothes out. I pulled the trash can over. I started pulling my dick out. I didn't actually get to my penis. I was never going to actually pee in the trash can, but I pulled the trash can to the corner, and I was going to piss in the trash can. And they were like, "Take Bob to the bathroom."
Okay, now what if they called your bluff? I'm like, okay.
I would have peed in the trash can. I mean, I was facing the corner. I wasn't showing my dick to anyone. I have the trash can in there. You can ask the girls. The girls will be like, "Yeah, I remember Bob doing this." I pulled the trash can to the corner, and I started getting undressed, and I was fully prepared to piss in that trash can. Fully.
He's on the guy in Fire Fest. I was fully prepared to go down there and suck
his dick for water. But also, sucking a dick for water, you are a humanitarian. I've sucked dick for so much less. Like to get water for a community, baby. I've sucked dick for the love of the game.
Was that guy still claiming that he was like what was his deal? He was a governor.
The guy who wanted his dick sucked for the water. Yeah. I can't remember the guy. I don't know if the guy wanted his dick sucked, but like actually I can't remember. I just remember the guy saying he was going to go suck this man's dick for water.
That was crazy.
Would you suck dick for water?
Girl, I've sucked dick for literally nothing. Of course, literally. I do for water.
Part of me is like,
But I enjoy sucking dick. I don't know if this guy enjoys sucking dick, you know?
Well, he's
Sucking dick
gay.
and cock. Was he gay?
Yeah, he was gay.
Oh, I don't know.
The guy who was gonna suck the dick was gay. Yeah, he
Fire
probably still
Festival
is
was
gay.
Fire Festival, that was pandemic that we all watched it, or was it before pandemic?
I want to say it was 2019.
Yeah, because Joe
Exotic.
yeah, Tiger King was
So the containers of water were stuck at customs. So they needed to clear all the water through customs. So he's going to meet with the head of customs to get the water to the island.
the head of customs wanted his dick sucked.
I don't think the guy, he didn't say that the guy at customs explicitly wanted his dick sucked. I think that he was saying that the guy, and this is like a vague memory recall, the guy at customs was kind of flirting with him because he knew he was gay. And then he was like, I was fully prepared. It kind of reminds me of Demi Lovato. I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up. There was a time where I could not stop saying that. I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
We don't talk about the documentary. That documentary, that Demi Lovato thing was so good. It was.
I've only seen that clip. I haven't actually seen the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing is good. The whole thing is good.
Do you miss Demi Lovato?
When she was on her gender journey.
But also, do you miss Alien Experiencer?
Oh my God! Yeah, Demi Lovato. She went through a few lifetimes, didn't she?
Hi, I'm Demi Lovato, singer, activist, and UFO experiencer.
That's the quote. She has a whole UFO experience, a UFO documentary. She is wild. Demi Lovato is really a wild one. But that being said, oh my God, Colleen. Do you wear this in front of Colleen?
Girl, so I bought it to do. Can you hear me?
Kind of.
I bought it because I've seen the TikTok videos, how cats react to this. I'm going to do a video of Colleen reacting to this.
Oh my God, poor Colleen. I feel so bad for that girl.
How do I look? Do I look cool?
It's so cool. Ty won't let me prank Cody.
Why?
I don't know. He thinks it'll. What's the video I wanted to do? What's what I wanted to do with Cody?
It was gonna be mean.
No, it wasn't mean. What was it? Do you remember? I sent it's in the DMs.
It's like a trick or something.
It's a trick. Yeah, it's definitely a trick. It's something where
It's the food.
Oh, when you like take the blanket and then you like disappear, you drop it and it disappears.
No, it wasn't the blanket. It wasn't the nicest thing. What was it? No, it was. What was it? It's in the DMs. Yeah, back to Tyra. Sorry.
Yeah,
well, I forgot, but there was something I wanted to do to Cody, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. This is going to drive me crazy. I'm going to get it, Jake. I'm going to get to Cody. I mean to Tyra in a second. But I just trying to remember what it was I was trying to do to Cody. Shit.
Oh, this. Yeah, that's gonna make him so scared.
Oh, the idea was we put a plate of food in front of Cody, and then we have people come in and kidnap Tao to see if Cody will stop eating the food to save Tao.
That's good. That's a good little
I don't
video.
think Cody's a fragile dog.
Yes.
Meaning what? He won't. He'll just eat the food and be like, "Bye, bitch."
I think Cody would probably piss himself.
And he would probably have problems eating food from
Then Tao thinks he'll have problems eating food going forward, which is probably true.
which he already has.
Yeah, Cody grabs kibble and then he like takes it to the corner and then he eats it, and then he goes back to the bowl and then he takes the kibble and then he goes to the corner, then he eats it, and then he is very strange.
Cody was a rescue, so Tao rescued Cody from a situation that was not great for him.
Well, I say that you're describing how I eat here at home with Andy's ass around. I gotta take my food go to the corner.
Bitch, open container in front of Andy is crazy. you bitch. And just so y'all know, Andy literally does this when he eats.
He goes
literally like Homer Simpson. Like Homer Simpson.
Okay, wait, back to Tyra. So,
yeah.
When they teased this last week or two weeks ago when the trailer came out, everybody was like, "Oh my God, we got to watch this!" And social media is ablaze with this documentary. TikTok, Reels, Threads, everyone's talking about this documentary, and it's basically Tyra. It's Tyra, Miss J, Mr. J, Nigel Barker, and
a couple of contestants,
and a couple of contestants,
and executives,
and one executive, Ken Mom.
2 executives.
There was 2. What was the executive?
The lady who was the head of UPN.
Oh yeah. The lady who head of UPN 9.
I mean, she doesn't get up and leave in the middle of episode 2 because she got fired.
Yeah. So yeah, and it was they're basically talking about the origins of Top Model and basically seasons 1 through 18 because they didn't have any of the contestants from the new school, or they didn't have like Kelly Catrone, they didn't have Janice. I would have loved to hear what Janet Dickinson had to say about her fucking behavior.
I would love to see Eva. I would also, you know,
Eva.
who's very outspoken. I would love to see what Winnie Harlow had to say.
Oh, is she outspoken about Top Model?
Yeah, she's like Tyra Banks didn't do nothing for me. Winnie Harlow's famous been like, anything I have in modeling is because of me. It has nothing to do with Top Model. It has nothing to do with Tyra Banks. But she was a contestant on Top Model, though.
She was a contestant. I mean, to her point, Danny, who was the winner of Cycle 5, I think, she goes on a whole thing about like afterward, like she was in a model house with Chanel Iman, who blew up to be a top fashion model, and
You done
literally,
jumped to episode 3. Can we go back to episode 1 before you jump to episode 3?
okay, sure.
So the top of the interview, first of all, it starts with Tyra Banks, which I think is not necessarily a great, like, I think the documentary, I don't know if Tyra Banks can you see Tyra Banks?
She's not. Tyra was not a producer on this. She
wasn't a producer?
No, she was just a subject.
She must have got final approval or something, because it's not giving. It's not giving.
Girl,
in my opinion, it's not giving super critical.
Super critical on Tyra. I mean, from other aspects, not her.
So allegedly, she had nothing to do with the producer, and she saw this edit when we all saw it at the same time. But there is still speculation that maybe part of the deal was that they painted her in a favorable light. I don't know, but allegedly, she had nothing to do with the production and just watched it with us.
There are moments where I can admit this, I am just so enamored with Tyra Banks. The prestige around her physical beauty, like sometimes she's just so stunning in some of those shots. I was like, God, like, this woman, geez Louise. Like, I mean, some of y'all know, like, Tyra Banks is my favorite supermodel. I acknowledge that she's messy and problematic, but like, I just look at her and I'm just like, God, to me, this is a fucking supermodel. Like, Tyra Banks is that girl when it comes to supermodeling for me.
Yeah, and so they talk about how the show started, and they went to all these networks. All the networks said no, and finally they got a yes from UPN9, which is a subsidy of Viacom, for now Paramount, so of CBS. So
UPN, girl. I think it's called UPN9 in New York. It's just called UPN, girl. That's crazy.
UPN, and then they got to go for UPN. Let me talk about the things I liked. I liked that Tyra was vocal about like, you know, they wanted to cast more popular names, but she was like, no, these are the two you need to cast as coaches. Jay Manuel, no one knew who he was. He was Tyra's makeup artist, and she was like, he will be perfect in the role of challenge producer, blah, 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 blah. And Jay Alexander, no one knew who he was. She was like, but I'm telling you, he knows how to make girls walk, and his personality is going to be what you need for the show. So advocating for those two people, I think was brilliant.
Oh, and also, this needs to be said, spoiler alert, y'all. If you've not seen Reality Check, clock out, go watch it. It's only 3 hours, then come back. This is your spoiler alert. I had a massive crush on Mr. J growing up as a kid. I was obsessed with him. I was obsessed.
He's so beautiful.
With him. Jeez Louise. I was obsessed with this man.
And he's the picture of racial ambiguity. I still don't know. He said his parents are South African. I don't know. I don't know if they were Asian people living in South Africa.
I think he's colored in white.
He's colored in white?
Colored. Like Tyler. Colored.
Oh.
In white. Which colored people are already part white, I believe. I think.
Girl, I have no idea about the South African of it all.
But yeah,
you know, let's call Orville Peck and ask him what Jay Manuel is.
He is South African, ain't he?
He sure is.
But yeah, so I think Jay Manuel is colored in white.
But if he said it was Asian, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense too, right?
Oh, well, he looks like Jeremy Carey. Whatever he says, I'll believe it.
His mom was Italian and Czech, and then his dad was from South Africa.
But what does that mean for South Africa? You can be white from South Africa. You can be
probably black or colored from South Africa.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If Jeremy Carey told me that he was any race, I'd be like, for sure.
Literally.
100%.
Yeah.
The only thing I wouldn't believe he was like, I am 100%, Ugandan. I'd be like, you're not. Like that's not true. But if he was like if he chose any two races and mixed them up, I'd like, sure,
Yeah, I would agree
why
with that.
not? And also constantly dyeing his hair was, silver and white didn't help figure things out. A lot of time we would use the color of someone's hair to determine their race.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are so excited to share that we are partnering with Airbnb. And if you know anything about our lives, you know that we are constantly on the move, whether it's drag gigs, comedy tours, filming, vacations. And after years of living out of a suitcase, baby, we realized that a stay can totally make or break your energy.
When on tour, you don't want a room that has 2 beds and 1 cramped room. No, you want 2 beds, your own private bathroom, and you need a kitchen table to eat and a living room where you can actually settle in and feel like a human being. I remember this one trip to Atlanta, girl. We booked Airbnb and it changed the game.
ATL!
Yes, it was incredible. The home was nicely furnished. It was stylized. We had high ceilings, a massive living area, and it was perfect because we had all this extra space for all the things that a drag queen be needing, okay? We had 4 or 5 suitcases. We had to practice our numbers, and honestly, we could sing what I could sing. Well, Bob now too. We could both sing as loud as we wanted without worrying about bothering the neighbors with, these thin walls in hotels and things.
And as drag queens, we travel a lot, so it is much easier and nicer to have a larger space to unpack, spread out, and vibe before you head to the gig. Plus, it's a lot more personal. I love chatting with the host, getting that authentic local perspective on where to go, and it just feels like a lived-in experience rather than a revolving door. I'm serious. Booking stays with Airbnb has changed the way that we travel. It makes the road feel a lot less lonely, so glam up your next trip by using Airbnb to find an amazing place to stay. Support for this podcast is brought to you by Walden University. Ever catch yourself thinking, what if I could go after what I actually want and really make a difference?
You're not alone, and that's exactly why I want to tell you about Walden U. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working adults like you get the W with the knowledge and skills to build the future you want and make a difference where it matters most. If you've been waiting for the right moment, this is it. Head to waldenu.edu and take that first step. Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev. This message is brought to you by today's sponsor, Walden University. Set a course for change. Want to make real change in your life, career, or community? At Walden University, we give you the support and flexibility to get the W. With online programs designed for working professionals, you'll gain hands-on skills to take on real-world challenges and succeed. Your future is waiting, and Walden is here to help you achieve it. Take the first step. Visit waldenu.edu. Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev.
With all the chaos of going on tour, cooking is the last thing I want to overthink, okay? I'm trying to reset right now with simple recipes and fresh ingredients, and Home Chef has been the easiest way to get back into a routine without constantly resorting to takeout. Y'all, I've been loving Home Chef. It makes cooking so simple. They deliver fresh food and easy recipes that actually taste great. I recently made their steak frites with a garlic herb butter, and honestly, I ate. Literally and figuratively. Everything is pre-portioned, so you aren't spending an hour chopping or measuring. You just get straight to the good part. And people really love it. Home Chef is actually rated #1 by users of other meal kits for quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. They've even worked with chefs like Gordon Ramsay to bring restaurant-quality recipes straight to your kitchen. You'll find these chef-inspired recipes across Home Chef's culinary collection, classic meal kits, and express options, and they really do make you feel more confident in the kitchen. Whatever kind of day you're having, Home Chef has you covered. They have everything from classic recipes with fresh ingredients and 30-minute meals to oven-ready trays and quick microwave lunches. There's even a dedicated family menu if you need easy 4 or 6 serving dinners. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all either. Home Chef has over 30 meal options each week with choices for different diets and tastes. Plus, it's affordable. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 50% off and free shipping for your first box plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/rivalry. That's homechef.com/rivalry for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/rivalry. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert.
So then they talk about how they got all these no's from everywhere. Like everyone's saying, no this, no this, no this, no that. Everyone knows until UPN said yes. And then they made their first season. Apparently they filmed the first season in a hotel.
In a hotel.
The whole season in a hotel.
They just rent out different rooms. One room was a big suite that the 9 girls stayed in. One room, I'm guessing a suite, was where they filmed the judges' deliberations and critiques, which is crazy. I'm like, the whole time they have the ballrooms y'all could borrow to film.
They probably filmed something in a ballroom, but the jump from season 1 to season 2 budget is insane. They are now renting out literal runways with jets, not runways where a plane goes, that kind of runway.
Yeah.
To actually do runways on the show.
Because they had a proof of concept.
And then they started talking about how then it became like this constant one-upping yourself, constantly trying to one-up yourself. And then it culminates at the end of episode 1 with what's her name, Jacob? Episode 1 of this documentary.
Oh, God, episode 1, yeah.
With the girl
Shandi,
the Walgreens girl who they were strongly insinuating that she was sexually assaulted without saying the words sexual assault.
Yeah. And then
the show framed it that she was cheating on her boyfriend Eric, as opposed to engaging with the fact that she was more than likely sexually assaulted.
Which was both. She was sexually assaulted by this guy, and she cheated on her boyfriend, and she the episode 1 ends with her like, and I watched this in real time. Me and Kamiki watched Top Model in real time. I remember this episode. It was so visceral. Again, back then I had no idea what it all meant. I was just like, oh my God, not her cheating on her boyfriend. You know what I mean? And now as an adult watching it back, you're like, no, she was sexually assaulted because she had drank too much wine. They brought these guys back to the hotel, and she was like, yeah, we were in a hot tub. She had 2 bottles of wine to herself. And y'all, these ladies are thin. These are thin, tiny ladies. So 2 bottles, bitch, a bottle of wine will take my big ass out.
That's not true. Go ahead.
2 bottles of wine.
I've seen you down a whole bottle of Tito's and do a cartwheel.
That's not true. And then so I could imagine that she was probably really, really, really inebriated. And the crazy part was, because it was real, because Ken Mock, who is the executive producer with Tyra, their idea for this was Real World meets American Idol. That was their framework. So they're like, the girls would be filmed 24/7. So there's footage out there that exists of the cameras recording Shandi being sexually assaulted.
But the thing is, the TV show Top Model framed it as her cheating. The documentary framed it with a strong insinuation that she was assaulted.
Yeah.
But at the time on the show, there was no conversation about
the next episode, because producers told Tyra about it. Like, and the next episode is in of the season, that season, and she does the next day. They do a thing about
cheating.
Yeah, cheating on your boyfriend. And then so Tyra's telling the story about how she was in Milan, a model, whatever, dating this guy, and he cheated on her. And the camera is on Shandi. Shandi's like, and then Tyra goes, "What's wrong?"
And she goes, "Did you cheat?
Did you cheat?"
Which is so crazy. And so did Shandi end up leaving the competition? The documentary didn't make it clear. Did she leave?
No, Shandi didn't leave. She made it to top 3 or top. I don't remember. Season 2 came down to Mercedes and Yolanda. I think Shandi was top 3 or top 4. But I will say this. Honestly, Top Model does show how you can pick someone out of obscurity, and they can become this high. Because y'all, the pictures of Shandi in Milan when they're doing the sunglass photo shoot, Shandi looks like a fucking she looks like a supermodel. Like the way she's posing, the broken doll thing, and having her body so slinky. Shandi was stunning in that shoot. Just a random girl from some town, from Walgreens.
But then they sent her back to Walgreens. They showed later in the season, the girls they were like, aren't you the girl from Top Model? And she was at Walgreens. They're like, yep. So do you have a coupon or what? Do you have a membership rewards card? Yeah, they can pluck you out of obscurity. They can also send you right back to obscurity. So then in episode 2, they talk about how the show is heightening now. Now it's constantly one-upping. They have the girls getting hit with pendulums that are swinging. They have the girls.
Everyone is talking about it. It's on The View. It's on Kelly and Ripper. Everyone is like, oh my God, look at this crazy show Top Model. What these crazy girls are doing.
The girls are wearing 10-inch heels, and to the point where Nigel Barker and Jay Manuel are like, this is not what modeling really is. Models, there are times where models do some things like this, but this is not But Tyra would often frame it as like, this is standard in the industry, not like
Yeah.
this might happen once in a while. Tyra would frame it like, and this is what it means to be a model. Now we walk on a platform. Now we do this. Now we do that. You know?
Yeah. I also think though, so my thought about that is yes, obviously like those things don't typically happen in the real world, but I also we are engaging in make believe, right? They didn't make television, so there is a bit of hyperbole with like what models do because you're making good TV. Like just having girls walk on regular runways, like you said, like yeah, sure, that works for like a season or two, but you have to up it. So like. Yes, models are not walking on water when they were in the big bubbles, walking a runway in water. But I do understand we're making TV and you're hyping things up a little bit.
Well, now we go from the point where the makeovers go from just like dyeing your hair and like cutting
Bitch.
Ebony's little tuft of hair.
Which, oh
Now,
yeah, Ebony was season 1, y'all. She had a low season like this, but with like a little bit here. And they are in New York City. Tyra's ass and the producers, they couldn't go to a barber down the street and be like, "Hey, can we get someone to do?" Or do you think they wanted the drama?
I don't think they wanted the drama. I think they probably wanted the makeovers to look good, but I think that Tyra doesn't do her hair like that. So I mean,
But she
who on
black.
set? But Tyra doesn't get her haircut like that. Tyra gets her hair weaves. So Tyra, I mean, why would Tyra know where to get a haircut like that when she's never had a haircut like that?
Okay, Bob, I don't have long hair. I know if there's a black girl who wants box braids or locks, whatever, I'm like, oh, like I should get someone who specializes in that. I know that just not anyone can do it.
Well, you say that now in the lens of 2025, but I think that Tyra's probably thinking to herself, I think I've seen times where like a guy will have his daughter and then he does not even though he may have the same texture hair as his daughter, he's like, I've never had my hair done like this. I do not know where to go. I do think that it was inappropriate. They did not have anyone there, but I don't think they were doing it for their drama because it didn't seem to be a big drama point on the show. It seemed to be a big drama point for the documentary. On the
Yeah,
show,
for
it wasn't a
Ebony.
big drama point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but but now we go to the point where we're just doing like little haircuts. They are now fully doing reconstructive dental surgery.
On Danny.
And the girl who
Joni.
Joni, where they like are pulling her teeth.
4. They pulled out 4 of her teeth. So Joni had a snaggletooth. I remember old snaggletooth Joni. Joni had this snaggletooth, and then so like, and it was it was a little unsightly when they were doing like they mentioned it when she was doing the audition and stuff like that. And then like Bob is saying, like they was like, okay, well we're gonna fix your teeth. Danny had a little gap in her teeth here, and Joni had a snaggletooth. So they sent all the other girls to the salon. They're like, ladies, spotty. Danny and Joni, come with us. And then they
You're gonna go to a dental surgeon.
a dental surgeon, and they have Joni fucked up. Joni is like, and I think she said until today she still has like they didn't like rectify her situation.
She has bite issues. She
Bite
said.
issues, yeah. And then Danny was in the dental chair, and he was like, "Well, we're gonna close your gap." She was like, "No, you're not." And he was like, "Well, that's what they're saying to do." She's like, "No, I like my gap. I don't want to close my gap."
But then she goes back to Tyra, and Tyra is like, "If you don't close your gap, we're sending you home." Basically,
She like when you do those pictures, they just see like this. Do you want to be seen like this on your go-sees? And Danny was like, I mean, yeah, but you're saying if I don't get it done. She's like, and Tyra didn't say, you will be kicked off if you don't close the gap. She was like, you are like, now if I give you this picture, you're gonna close the gap, right? Basically saying like, you need to get this done or else you're going home.
so Danny goes back, gets her gap closed. A few seasons later, they give a girl a gap.
That's crazy.
I'm fighting now.
Yeah. And then in all of this, Tyra is like, like she's like, I was like a host of the show. She was like, some of these things were decisions that producers were making.
I feel like what Tyra was saying was like the demand was coming from the audience, so therefore she was engaging in it with more. She wasn't saying like I had nothing to do with it. She was like,
there was a thing. It was one of the things.
that was the firing of the 3 guys. She said that
No,
decision came
earlier. She was talking about like they asked her about oh no, they asked her about Shandi. When they asked her about, so were you aware of the Shandi situation? And she was like, Shandi, yeah, she's like, yeah, I know bits and pieces of it, but I was basically like I wasn't there, like I don't remember the
Yeah,
words.
but with the challenges, she didn't say that she was not part of the challenges getting crazy. She didn't say she wasn't
Yeah,
part of
no,
that.
no, no, no. I was talking about the Shandi
Um,
thing.
and
But like,
and
all that's saying, like, you're an EP. Like, if you're an EP of a show, it is in you're the executive producer. Like, yeah, you don't know probably the minute details of everything, but you have a pretty good understanding of what's going on if you're the executive producer of a show.
well, I can't say I've never been an executive producer of a show that large before, so I don't know what they're hiding from Tyra. I don't know what's going on, so I can't be like, you definitely know. I do not know that. But what I can say is that as an EP, you probably have access to this information if you ask for it. But if you don't know what to ask for, how would you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What'd you think of? Go ahead. Sorry.
I wasn't saying anything.
I was gonna say, what do you think of like? I feel like they did take some responsibility and ownership of the things they were part of, but sometimes I did feel a little bit that like Jay Manuel was scapegoating Tyra a little bit. I was like saying like, like I was doing this and I couldn't believe. And I'm like, you couldn't believe what you were doing. So like you had to take some ownership in this as well. Right?
I will say it did seem to me like Tyra was the only person taking responsibility for anything, and Miss J and J Manuel and Nigel Barker
Nigel.
were all like, "Goddamn, UP and Tyra Banks is crazy, right?"
Yeah,
They
that's
were,
what
they
that's what
were,
I was saying.
but there are clips of Miss J, not just Janice Dickinson, but Miss J being like, "You're a little fat," and clips of. I mean, that did happen. Like it wasn't just Tyra Banks and Janice Dickinson.
Yeah, so I'm like, and yeah, Jay Manuel, you were doing your job, and again, this is a wild, this is a big jump. Like, yeah, ICE is doing their job too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're doing your job, but you're still like you're doing the behavior. Is what I'm saying. Like, you're there helping the girl paint herself, making the Korean girl black, making the white girl East Indian. Like you're part of it. Like you're just doing your job as the challenge producer, but it is problematic, albeit like you're just doing your job.
I'm not gonna compare it to Ice,
It's
but
not.
you
I'm
know
not
what?
comparing it to ice. I'm just saying like
No, you are. That
a
is
lot of
actually a
people
comparison.
a lot of people have done their job and their job was problematic.
Yeah, I will say to that point, there is not a lot of Jay Manuel or Miss J or Nigel Barker taking ownership for their parts and like having a model who probably has a who if there's eating disorders on the set and you like all the girls were documenting like a lot of the girls here have eating disorders, and then you have an actor covered in fake vomit, a model covered in fake vomit doing a bulimia shoot, or you have a girl whose mom was shot and paralyzed, and then you now have her do a photo shoot where she's been
A
shot and
gunshot.
she's dead,
Yeah.
or where you have a girl who's like not fat by any stretch of the not even pudgy, not even thick with one C. Like literally just a what I would see
Kenya.
is a skinny woman
Kenya.
telling her she's fat, then giving her the gluttony photo shoot, and then telling her that she's an elephant, and then making fun of her belly.
Yeah.
That
So
that by the way doesn't exist. And then Nigel being like, we had to do a lot of photo. Or like, do you know how expensive retouching is?
well, that was for the armpits, the armpit hair. But with Kenya, he did say to her when they were modeling lotion. It was Naima's season, the season Naima won, and they were modeling lotion. And each girl it was five of them. Each girl was an animal. They had Naima was like a cheetah. They had the other girl as an ostrich. They had this one as like a gazelle. And they made Kenya, who throughout the season where they were having this storyline of her like eating a little more and not be the exercise, and then they come out saying, Kenya, you're gonna play the elephant.
And then they had her eat. They edited her eating one bagel to make it look like she ate three different bagels, which was gaggy.
Yeah.
Editing one bagel to like you're eating three bagels is crazy to build the storyline that you're this big fat whale bitch. But then they would say stuff like Jacob. I'll ask you. You came from the world of fashion journalism. I mean, fashion photography, and you work with Mike Ruiz. How expensive is it to edit out on a large scale to edit out some armpit hair? Realistically.
Um, that's like a hard thing to like retouching is expensive, but like typically retouching can be really expensive, but you don't pay by like armpit hair. Like you pay for like a set thing of photos, you do your thing. So like retouching can be expensive. It can be anywhere from like $5,000 to like $13,000 for like the really crazy stuff. Like there's one photo shoot where like it's Lady Gaga for Versace, and they released the pre-photos way later, and Lady Gaga is not wearing any makeup in the photos. Like her entire face is put on in Photoshop afterwards. So like it can be very expensive if you're doing that. I don't think armpit hair is like that expensive, but like if you're retouching everything, you're not gonna like the armpit hair is not gonna be the make or break amount of
Yeah,
money.
because Nigel made it sound like to retouch this armpit would be like, he was like, do you know how expensive retouching is? But on this photo shoot at that scale, all the photos are retouched, right?
Yeah. But also,
Yeah, but they're not releasing raw
Yeah,
photos.
and for top model, the retouchers have been hired in bulk to retouch all the top model photos together. Like they're
So I don't get
paying.
the conversation like, do you know how expensive retouching is?
I think the conversation goes to I think I mean I don't know for sure. I think the cost of retouching goes with the profile of the designer. I would reckon that David LaChapelle or Annie Leibovitz, their retouching is probably more expensive than someone that we Photoshop with, like someone up the street that we shoot with.
I'm just saying, like, he made it seem like retouching her armpits would have put them into bankruptcy. And I'm being a little hyperbolic. But he made it sound like we can't afford to retouch our fucking armpits. But meanwhile, the whole photo is retouched.
Yeah, and then they tried to drop something in episode 3, which I'm like, guys, this doesn't hold water. When they were like, later on in the seasons, if a girl had like a storyline or was getting eliminated, they would show a bad picture. I'm like, yeah, it's television, like it's TV. Like if the story of this girl is being eliminated, they're not going to show her best moments. For example, if someone's getting eliminated on Drag Race, they're not going to show you their best moments. They're going to show you the things that led to them being eliminated.
How did you feel about the lady in the tie? What was her name? The lady in the tie.
Kenya. That was Kenya.
Yeah, about her being like Tyra Banks basically said that she didn't, like Tyra Banks admitted that she didn't help her after the show.
Girl, you asked the question. You already know my stance. I'm like, you're not owed this mentorship from Tyra Banks, and it's the same thing I feel about girls that be like, well, RuPaul didn't. I'm like, you're not owed a mentorship from RuPaul. When you signed the contract to go on RuPaul Drag Race or Top Model, you didn't sign a contract saying I'm going to be Tyra's protege or RuPaul's protege. I'm going to get his number and I can call him and ask him for advice. You're guaranteed a chance to come on television and market yourself and become a thing after that. Like you're not owed a mentorship from the host. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it really hurt. Kenyan is her name?
Kenya. Like Kenya, but Kenya.
Got it. Obviously, it really hurt Kenya because Tyra Banks told her 15 years after the fact that she was like, I didn't do anything to help you. And that really, really hurt Kenya.
Well, that Kenya was that Danny.
I can see the comments like, we didn't know we didn't know we were going to redo this. We didn't know. But the point is, one of the girls was like, Tyra Banks basically said, I didn't do anything to help you.
Oh, that was Danny. That was Danny. Danny said that. Yeah.
And that really hurt. Yeah, it was Danny. Yeah, after she closed her gap. But then I do look at people like Winnie Harlow, I mean, and the plus size lady who went on to do all that stuff. Who went on to be like this major model. And I think Eva also had a pretty great career for a hot second. I met Eva at the Black and Iconic soiree for BT.
Oh, Ferris, how was she in person? Gorgeous, I'm sure.
Really sweet, kind of nutty.
Really? How? Why is
like
so?
Like really like kooky, energetic fun. Like she wasn't like she was like goofing off and really silly. And
that's what I feel about Portia Williams. Now I am a Portia Williams stan. I'm obsessed with Portia Williams.
Did you see Lisa Rinna calling Portia stupid on her Instagram?
Like recently?
Yeah.
Like how recent?
I just saw it last night.
Like she said the word she's stupid? Like what was the context?
Let me find the exact quote. Jacob, if you can find it, it's Lisa Rinna in her car, and she's basically like, I didn't know that Portia was stupid. Is that crazy?
She said Portia's dumb, yeah.
Or did you say dumb? Is that what she said?
No, I'll fight for Portia. Don't get me upset.
She's like, I didn't know that she was stupid or dumb or whatever she said. And I was kind of like, that seems kind of crazy to say about somebody. Like, I don't know. I thought it was kind of strange. I think it's on TikTok. If we can find it, it's right here.
Tell me why I just saw a
If not, then ignore that and it's not there at all.
That was so crazy that sound. Literally, you said it's right here and that sound played. That was kind of
because I'm trying to look for the clip. Now I can't find it. Maybe she took it down. Oh, did she take it down? Yeah, maybe she took it down.
Nothing's ever down. Someone is going to be somewhere. All right.
Yeah, on the internet, nothing's gone forever.
We'll find it. But yeah, and then
here it is. Hold on.
Found myself It's not personal. No, I just thought she was an OG of the Housewives. She's Portia. I didn't know that she was dumb. That's what everyone's saying. Oh, you should know that Portia's just dumb. Well, I'm sorry. That doesn't work for me. This person wants my parking spot. Anyway.
Okay, but there's the clip from Housewives where they're talking about the Underground Railroad, and Portia is like, I just don't know how they get a train down there. And then the girls are like, that's not what the Underground Railroad was. So I think
so is part of Portia's like public persona that she's kind of like dumb?
Not dumb, but like, she did think the Underground Railroad was a train station, like the slave,
like a little Derek Barry, a
little bit, yeah,
a little more Black,
yeah. But I'm obsessed with Portia. She's queer now. When I think I'm obsessed with, I think because of Marcia.
Are you outing her?
Are
you outing this woman?
No, this is public information.
Oh.
When straight women who leave dick alone and become lesbians, I think I am I love this trajectory for them. And the way that they describe being with women, it's like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Why did I not do this so long ago? I'm like, good for you.
Do you think the reason you're connecting that because it's time for you to leave dick alone?
Honestly, I say this all the time. I hate the fact that I like dick. I hate it.
So take a look how happy Portia is.
But dick is so good.
Look how happy Portia is. She's so happy.
You know what's that monologue used to do? Like, because it's coming up, is they shooting up beside me and it's all up in my brain. I got to call
Alexis Tyler or Alexis Taylor. Yeah,
I got to think of in my brain, girl.
So back to reality check. So toward the end, we find out that apparently there's a term they're using, which is a phrase, no sacred cows. This keeps coming up, meaning nothing here is sacred. Everything can go, including Tyra Banks. And eventually, all four of the people, Tyra Banks, Jay Manuel, Miss J,
Barker,
and Nigel Barker, have all been outed at some point. First, the first three together, Jay, and Nigel. And
Tyra and Ken have to let them know. Do you think that Tyra? Okay, so but the conspiracy is Tyra was like, they told me that I had to change this. I don't want to. Do you think that before that, like season 10, Jay Emanuel wanted to leave the show. He wanted to leave the show. He was like, I had my time. I didn't like the things that were going on. And
then he did another 9 seasons.
That's what I'm so that was season 10. And then he was like, whatever. And then he like sent Tyra an email outlining this whole thing, which he said, see, this is where I'm like, because they were like such good friends. Tyra and Jay were good friends, in bed, sleeping in hotel room beds together, coming up with concepts together. Like they were besties. Like they were doing 2 seasons of a show together a year. So they were like besties, and they were like girlfriends on the phone, late night, early mornings, blah 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 blah. And then so y'all are such good friends. You wanted to leave the show, so you draft an email and you send it to Tyra Banks, like that. That's the problem. Like that doesn't make sense. Let's say Bob and I, we have a big falling out, and I don't want to do the podcast anymore. I'm gonna send Bob an email. That don't make sense.
Yeah, I would call, and then it took 3 days, and all he got back from Tyra Banks was, "I am disappointed." 3 days. She wrote 1 word a day. I took a break. Took a break. Disappointed. Sin.
Like, what do you think about that?
Well, maybe they're just not as close as he was insinuating they were. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I have this big thing and then like now I don't see you until we're back on set. And according to him, he didn't see Tyra Banks. They were back on set and she looked over at him. And that was like the first time that was the only time he spoke to her since she sent the email that said, "I am disappointed."
Yeah. And they were on a boat doing a casting thing. It's the first time he's seen it. They're on the thing, and he said he like tried to say hi to her, and she was very cold. She didn't say anything back. And as soon as the camera's on, she's like, "Hey, girl." Which,
what do you think, Jay?
Which honestly work. But then you do that, and then you waited. Then you did 8 more seasons. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, they were all fired at the same time, but they were gonna do like a mutual, like, hey, we parted ways. Before they could do that, someone leaked it to Page Six, and then Page Six was like, honey, they got the can. They're cooked, honey. And then I do believe that that was truly the beginning of the downfall of America's Next Top Model, because after that, it was UK invasion.
Which honestly, the UK invasion season was fierce. That was with as lean. I love that season.
Then Top Model of the Moon, and they let the guys compete, and then they were doing models in space, and
That's where we got Corey. Do you remember Corey? He's so beautiful. Corey Wade. He should have won that season.
I gotta be honest with you, I have not watched Top Model probably since cycle 3.
What? Oh, girl, I watched every season of Top Model. I was obsessed with Top Model. And like, okay, can I give you a hot
I was
take?
more into Project Runway, to be honest.
Can I give you a hot take?
Let's get that reality check, honey.
Project, I would love to see that too. Wait, can I give you my hot take?
Yeah, of course.
Y'all, I know this is problematic. I know.
And we're not shocked. Continue.
But the switching races thing, yes, it involved blackface, but it did look really cool. It looked really cool.
Monét, this is another clip that's gonna fucking follow us for the rest of my fucking life.
Oh my God, I'm just saying, like, I know, as I remember, like, watching it as a little kid watching it, I was like, oh my God, that's really cool. Now as an adult, I'm like, oh, this is crazy. But like, when we were all 12, 11, 9 years old watching this, we were like, whoa, that's really cool.
They looked right now. There's a clip online of Willem bashing RuPaul, and then Alaska just goes, ugh. That's me right now.
When you
I can't wait
that
to see the think pieces on Bob and Monet love blackface.
I mean, girl, they already do that because of you and your Magnus Hastings. So,
I still stand by that. That was a Chris Paul shit. I still stand by that.
But I'm saying, when we were like, did you watch that in real time? Did you, like,
No,
I watched it in real time. Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
I watched it in real time. But yeah.
I saw it when it went viral. Like, I saw like clips of it on YouTube and stuff at the time. And then definitely down the line, I was like, oh my God, this is but then at the series kind of ended on something that's kind of crazy, is that Miss J had a stroke, and now the diva who teaches the girls to walk, to this day, she still can't, or at least at the time of filming, she could not walk. She has lost the ability to walk. She lost the ability to speak for. And leading up, I kept thinking to myself, wow, Miss J sounds different. I kept thinking to myself, she sounds so different now.
Yeah.
And then at the end of episode 3, they reveal that she had a stroke and she was in the hospital for a year and a half.
And Tyra did not come say anything.
But Miss J honestly gave her a lot of grace. She was like, not yet. And she was like still smiling, which was part of that kind of made me feel sad to see Miss J be like, how's Tyra going to visit you? And then she's like, well, not yet. But then it was interesting because they were able to get all 3 of them together, but they didn't get Tyra with them.
Because I don't
But
think
apparently Tyra texted Miss J a few days ago, apparently, from the time of that filming.
But you know, Jay Emanuel wrote a book about her. I mean, it's not about her, but
should we do? Oh my God, y'all! Should I bring back Bob's Book Club, BBC, and read Jay Emanuel's book on Tyra Banks?
I'd read it. We can do that one together. I'm interested in that read.
What's it called again, Jacob?
The Bitch, The Runway, and something.
Oh, like high fashion.
No, it's like yeah. It's like The Bitch, The
Model.
Wig,
The Bitch, and The Meltdown.
The Wig,
The Bitch, and The Meltdown. Let me see how long this book is on Spotify. So is Tyra the bitch?
I think she's all of them, girl. She's all 3.
She's the Wig, the Bitch, and she's the Meltdown. It is 10 hours of listening on Spotify. I can do that. I can do that in about 8 gym sessions.
Yeah, I'll be down to read it.
Oh my God. Listen, book club. If y'all want me, okay, I'm officially announcing it. The next book for Bob's Book Club is
this one is Bob and Monet. This is Momo's book club.
No, this is
it's
Bob's
Momo's book club.
You're a special guest.
And every time you post, I will be correcting the title in the Patreon.
You are literally Donald Trump. You're trying to call it the Gulf of America. The way you're so Trumpian is crazy. You're literally Gulf of Americaing my book club that you have never been part of, never attended. Do you even know any of the books that we've read?
Yes, y'all went Harriet. You bullied our patrons into buying Harriet.
They voted and they chose Harry Tubman live in concert.
And I want to see. I want to see the. I want to. You know, I'm gonna be like. I want to see the voting records of that election.
And they're available. And do you know our first book that we read?
The coldest winter ever.
Afro-pessimism.
Afro-pessimism.
Anyway, so we're gonna read the Wig, the Bitch, and the Meltdown. We'll probably start this book club in March, so you'll have time to join the Patreon and
March. This is just the start.
That being said, thank you all for listening to us.
Wait, there was something else I wanted to say.
What?
I mean, the sentiment online, people are always like, what do you think about it? Like, do you think that Tyra apologizing? I think she should apologize more. Like, what did you?
That's not for me to say. She didn't wrong me.
Okay, well, as someone like watching the show, like, what do you think?
I think I would like to see the people who she wronged. Miss J seems to forgive her. J Manuel seems to not. Nigel seems to forgive her, and a lot of the models seem to not forgive her. So I would say in some cases she did, in some cases she did not. I don't think she did. I think there's a reason why Tiffany was not in the documentary.
Oh, well, what reason? Oh yeah. Oh, that was another thing. Y'all know the iconic. I've never in my life got a girl like this. Apparently, that was the edited one because there was one that she said some crazy shit that is on film somewhere. But I bet now I kind of like the swish lip sync. I want to see the unedited footage. I want to see the whole rant.
Well, Tyra admitted that she went too far, and
but what she could have said that was so crazy.
Tiffany Richardson, we are all rooting for you. Okay, Tiffany said, "Hold up, Tyra Banks. Let's keep it cute. You are one lying ass, tired ass bitch. You know how you treated me the whole time, off and on camera. You was a bully. You treated me like shit and said the nastiest things about me and my son. This is not how the argument went, but y'all edited to make it look like you cared. Also, fuck the Shade Room, fuck you weird ass fans, and fuck you, Tyra Banks. I bet you won't sit down with me face to face and talk about it. Also, fuck my family too. Y'all don't ever defend me. I got more money in helping more people than all or many of the top models, but that's the update y'all give. Damn shame. It's giving y'all still hating on little black ass me. Tyra Banks, ho, just let it go. It's been over 20 years. Fuck.
Oh wow.
Tiffany the GOAT. So Tiffany does not accept Tyra Banks' apology.
I saw Yaya DaCosta on Threads. I saw someone posted her thing on Threads, and she was basically saying like she forgives Tyra. Yaya was the runner-up of season 3 with Eva Pickford, and she was saying like she saw Tyra at an event recently, and she was basically saying that Tyra doesn't owe you guys this apology y'all are seeking. And Yaya was like, if anyone, like I should be the most upset, but she's like, I've forgiven her, and blah 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 blah.
What's her? Wait, Jacob. What's her Instagram? Tiffany the GOAT. What?
1.
Tiffany the GOAT 1.
Tiffany the GOAT 1 with 2
But yeah, I mean, her profile just says rich nigga.
Tiffany seems like she is.
Wait, I don't see me playing the victim after I get caught cheating back. Tiffany's kind of wild. Tiffany's Instagram is kind of wild.
That's what I'm saying.
That's kind of wild. But that being said, she did not accept Tyra Banks' apology. So I would say on some counts, yeah, Tyra Banks did apologize enough. On some counts, she just did not do what people thought was adequate. And I did find it, Tyra Banks, the consummate self-promoter, used this as an opportunity to be like, oh yeah, and there's a Cycle 25 coming. Like Tyra Banks will not stop promoting. Like this woman is kind of relentless.
Are you going to watch 5? 25?
I mean, I don't think I haven't watched many of them, so probably not, to be honest. I will be curious to see how she rights the wrongs of her past.
There are a few girls like they didn't have. Lisa has been an outspoken anti-Tyra, and they didn't have her on there. They didn't have Jade. Remember Jade? Oh no, you didn't watch that far. Jade.
No. Jade was the one who they said was grumpy and mean and light skinned. She was light skinned girl. They said
she was
mean.
Black and Asian, I believe.
Yeah, and they said she was like mean and a bitch. That was her whole thing. She was like a bully and mean and stuff, right?
Yeah, because she was mean to Ferranda.
Yeah, and I mean, they didn't have Isis King on there.
So that's sorry. As we keep on, I'm like,
They didn't address the transphobia. They were just Tyra Banks was like, "Ice is king," but they didn't address the transphobia happening to her on set
yeah,
that they filmed and showed, mind you. I wonder what they didn't show.
right.
You know what I mean? They didn't have Winnie
Yeah.
Harlow.
I think that if they do another season, I think they would obviously they need to like fix a lot of the sins from the past. I think the new season would probably bring back a lot of these girls, like all these girls just on the interview, and like try to do something with that. I think
One of the girls was straight up like, "Fuck you, Tyra," in the interview. She's like, "Fuck you, Tyra," or "No, that's bullshit," or Tyra.
Oh, that was Danny at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, what cannot be denied is that a lot of people were hurt by this show.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
And not just the contestants. This even goes to the judges. You know?
Well, that's why I want to see Janet. I want to see Janice Dickinson up there. I wanted to see Kelly Catrone. Kelly Catrone was mean when she was there.
Janice Dickinson is not well.
I don't know.
She's crazy.
Anything about Janice Dickinson, to be honest.
She's wild. Okay. She's on Instagram critiquing people's runaway walks now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like, I don't know if she still does it, but for a while she would just like see people runaway walking, and then she would just go online and just like critique their walks.
Word.
The world's first supermodel, as she says.
Like, was she really the world's first supermodel?
I wasn't there. I don't know.
Well, what I do know is that this was a great episode. Thank you guys all for listening. And look out for the BOMO book club. We're starting. And we're reading the Wig
book club. We're reading the Wig, the Bitch.
Before we go, I'm hoping you can do a rendition of the America's Next Top Model theme song for our viewers.
I don't know.
Bum 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 wanna be on. We can't do it together. We have to do one at a time.
This is a bad idea.
Okay.
No, I'll do. Will you do one? I'll do mine, and then you'll do yours, Monét. And then Jacob, you'll do yours. Right, here's mine. Bum 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 bum. Wanna be on? Bunny naughty, booty naughty. You wanna be on? Booty naughty naughty, booty naughty. You wanna be on top, top, top. Let's see yours, Monét.
Want to be on top. And there was season like 9. She did like the remix. Kind of like remember when Sister changed the theme song one year? Yeah. It was like it was like yay Disney. Then one day it was like I got my own mind. I do my own style and my. It was like what happened?
With sibling synchronicity, sister.
It was
Jacob,
so
can we hear your version of the Top Model theme song?
Okay, it's bum 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 bum. Wanna be on top? Na 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 na. Wanna be on top?
Jacob, I think you win this week's challenge. You gotta be honest. Last thing I'll say before we go. This is a long episode. I guess we're making up for the fucking short episode where y'all flame us. If the episode is 59 minutes, y'all flame us into the earth. You can see all the influences that Drag Race picked up from Top Model.
Oh, totally. One thing that I wish Drag Race did do, I mean, like what Drag Race does is pretty great. But bitch, Tyra Banks, her setup of having I only have one picture in my hand. When I reveal the picture, the girl whose picture is not here must immediately go back to the blah 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 blah. That was the way that I was watching it, and I was getting tense watching. I was like, oh my god, I remember how at the end of every episode that setup was so visceral. You were like, bitch, when she reveals and your picture not there, you're done.
Well, Tyra did not give them an opportunity to do much. It's quite, ain't no talk back. Like it's like you must immediately go back and pack your bag.
There was the one. She's talking to the girl, and she's like, "You've survived so much, and today you've survived this.
You survived so much, and I'm sure you'll survive this. Go home."
And it was great. It was like Bob. I look at you and I think he's funny, he's brilliant, he's stunning. But also, he's not stunning and he's not brilliant. And I don't know if he can handle this competition. But you, Jacob, you're so smart and you can manage podcasts. You do such a good job on the Patreon. But are you good to the patrons? I don't know. And who goes home? Bob or Jacob? And today, this picture is blank because you both go home. I was like, damn. Damn, Tyra, damn.
Are you gonna watch the new season?
I probably will. I'm probably tuned in. I'm tuned in. But what y'all need to watch is Come and See Me next in Palm Springs at the Plaza Theater. Also Pittsburgh. I'm going to Palm Springs and Pittsburgh coming up. Palm Springs on February 28th and
Can I
Pittsburgh.
say, I'm gonna pitch an idea. You and Naomi should do a watchery for Top Model Cycle 25.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I would love that. I would love that.
And I gotta find someone to do a watch with me for the new season of The Comeback.
Oh yeah, because I'm not watching that shit.
I'm not gonna go into this. All right,
Okay,
goodbye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.